Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mathematics. Today, we're going to talk about symmetry. A shape is symmetrical if there is a line or axis that you can use to divide the figure in two identical halves of the figure. For example, in this square, if I do this line, it's going to divide the square into parts that they are identical to each other. It's just that they have different direction. But there's also another line that we can divide the figure and it's going to be identical. Like if you spin it on that axis, you are not going to see the difference. The left part and the right part, they are totally the same. In this line too, and of course the horizontal. The part at the top and at the bottom, they are identical. For example, in this face here, if you cross a line right in the middle, the left part and the right part, they look the same. One eye and half of the mouth, and they are identical. If you spin it over the same axis, you are not going to see the difference if this part goes here and this one goes here. It's exactly the same. For example, with this cloud here, it's not possible. Like there's no a line that I could cross for they to look the same. Notice that if I do a line like this doesn't look the same here. So it's impossible to cross a line that makes two parts reflected. On the star, yes, you could do it like this, but also like this, but also like this, and like this. So as you can see, there are some objects that they have more symmetry lines than others. Let's go with this last one. It has this one, the vertical, and the horizontal. If you cross it like this, no, because this should be in this direction in order to be symmetric. So, in order to know if a figure is symmetric, try to think in a mirror. If you are able to put it in that line and the shape is still the same, then it's symmetrical. Let's imagine that you are given half of the figure and you are asked to draw the other part of the graph, knowing that that green line is a line of symmetry. So it's basically like taking a mirror, put it on the line, and that is going to be the second half of the figure. So in this case, that panda is symmetric because the green line is a symmetry line. What happens when we don't have a mirror to know what is the other part of the figure? Well, we try to imagine what it would look like, or we take distances. For example, this is the distance from the ear to the mirror. If I take that same distance and draw it in the other side, that's where the ear should go. Let's see with the eye. The eye should be this distance from the mirror. So here I should draw the other eye. This one, since it's very close to the mirror, is easier to check. Just need to draw it in the opposite way. Let's complete the eye. And then let's see the face until what part it goes. This distance. So let's try to do the same. Okay, that helps. It's gonna go like this. Well, something like that. I bet you guys are very good with this kind of graphs. Try to do it by yourself. And let's put this example, which is in a square grid. When you have these cases, use the squares to count the distance to the mirror. For example, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 from the mirror. So we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to find the reflected point. So this is going to be a point of the figure. 1 to the mirror, 1 to the mirror. 1 to the mirror, 1 to the mirror. This one, for example, is 1, 2, 3 from the mirror. 1, 2, 3. It's gonna go here. Let's check this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, that could help us to draw the figure. Remember, you can always use a ruler, so the graphs are going to be better. And that's how we get the reflection of the figure with the mirror symmetry, with the axis or line of symmetry. Let's write symmetry line. Now for the last exercise, we are going to use the geoboard. I let you the link in the description. If you click on here, you can make it a little bigger, so it's going to be able to do more figures. So notice that you have some elastic bands. So you're just going to move it into the board. And notice is one extreme here and one extreme here. So you're just going to stretch it out. So you are going to be able to form some shapes. Look, you can stretch it out as much as you want. And it's nice because you can use different colors. You can use it for a lot of things, but today we are going to use it to make an exercise of symmetry. So I am going to leave you the link on the description for this shape here. So you can use a band to draw another shape that is going to be symmetric on this symmetry axis. So you can pause the video, try to do it, and come back and see the result. Okay, so remember you can always need to count what is the distance from the figure to the mirror. So in this case it's 1 and 2 spaces, so that means we are going to start it here. And then this dimension has to be the same one in the reflection because it has to have the same size. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we put it here. And let's see, going down, we just need to put it at the same height because the reflection is going to be over the same horizontal line. So this has to extend to this place. You see, so we have done this part here, which corresponds to this part in the reflection. Remember, what's on the right would go on the left, what's on the left would go on the right. So this point is going to be 1, 2 spaces from the mirror. 1 and 2 spaces. So it's going to be here. 1 and 2 spaces from there, going out from the mirror. So 1 and 2 spaces is gonna go here. And then we start doing the same shape with the same dimensions. Remember, just that the direction is the only thing that is going to change, but the sizes are going to be the same. This would be the last one. Okay, so notice how it looks is exactly the same with the same distances to the mirror, but in the opposite direction, just like when you look in the mirror. Okay, guys, that's all for this video. Give me a like if it was useful. Don't forget to subscribe. Book your own lessons with me if you want with the link in the description. And let me any question you have about this topic or any other one. Bye bye, guys. See you next time.